What's up guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make retro CGI or CGI from the 90s like this in modern versions of Blender. Alright, so first of all, you want to go into the link in the description and then download both of these wherever, put them wherever you want. Now what you want to do is open this, or I can teach you how to set up your own thing later on in this video, since it takes a lot of setting up, so I'd recommend just opening this. So here it is. There's just a bunch of stuff here. You don't really need it. Probably just delete all this. Right. Here we go. So here's the base. You can model whatever you want in here. I'm going to show you how to use the materials. So let's go to the shading tab and delete this. Now what you want to do is go into groups and add non-principled BSDF. Which here we go. Here's the specular, which is a lot more retro looking. And you can do you can like edit all you want. You can change the colors and stuff. You can change the specular color. Look at that. Change the size of it. Change how intense it is. You know, all that. Now for the textures. Now there's two ways of doing textures, and one of them is just using a bunch of noise textures. So you have to go to Add, Texture, and Noise Texture. I'm going to show you how to do one of these. I'm going to show you how to make a marble texture. So you got to do rigid multifractal. Turn up the roughness, I think. Oh, and you want to add a color ramp, just to, you know, have more freedom in how things are. And you change the gain. And here you go. That's a marble texture. That's a marble like texture. You know, change the color and stuff, all that. There we go. There's your marble texture. You can make it look a bit more detailed, but you know, just mixing in even more noise textures if you want. There you go. That's really fancy. There we go. So here's how you do a marble texture. Very beautiful. You can also add a bit of detail by connecting this to specular intensity. So it just makes it so the specular, you know, reacts to the texture. Of course, you can also use bump maps or noise maps by just connecting this to height and then normal. Then turn that distance up. Wow, there we go. Now you got a normal map for this. The next way of doing a texture, a different way of doing a texture is, you know, just actually using a texture. And I recommend using the textures from screamingbrainstudios.com. I think they have very old school looking textures, and you can do pretty much the same thing for the normal map by using the bump displacement thing here. Just connecting the height and the distance. And there. I got a little bump map. There we go. And you can also do the nice specular intensity trick here. I think it looks nice sometimes. There we go. Look at that. So for metal textures or really any glossy glossy-ish textures, you unfortunately can't have any actual reflections. Otherwise, it's gonna start having some issues that just don't look accurate at all. So what you want to do is use this metal thing in groups, connect that, and then add a texture, whatever texture you want, like anything that's like, you know, like a grass field or whatever. Connect it to this, and add the mat cap coordinates in groups and connect it to the vector. And as you can notice that it's kind of glowing, which, you know, isn't really good. So what we want to do is go to the select the object itself and turn these two off, diffuse and glossy. And there, now you have a reflective-ish texture. Now if you want to color this texture, you put color ramp and set it to whatever. Now it doesn't really look convincing here, but like anything more detailed, like let me add a noise texture here, like and there, that's a lot more convincing as just anything reflective. Like this looks like water. This could be like water. Look at that. That's a water. That looks like water. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now the next thing, this is very important. If you want to change the shadows, the shadows darkness, don't rely on like this thing right here. Right? Keep these two off. Instead, you use this right here. This shadow thing, whatever it's called, shadow, and you can make it darker, brighter, whatever. Because any other way, it would start having ambient occlusion, which isn't good. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this section of the tutorial. So this is the section where I show you how to set up like a new thing. So first you make a new thing. Now second, you want to go to here, render, set it to cycles. Alright, set it to cycles. And I'm using GPU, but don't have that. So keep all these high. Turn off denoise. That just doesn't look good at all, especially for retro stuff. Now you're gonna want to turn off diffuse, glossy. Yeah, just diffuse and glossy. And next you want to go to film and turn pixel filter down to its lowest thing, so it doesn't have any anti-aliasing. Since I personally think that looks more retro. Now next you want to do is go to world here, go to ray visibility and turn off diffuse and glossy. As you can see, it doesn't makes the darker parts like darker. So let me add a plane to show this off a bit better. Here we go. So now for the lights. I personally recommend keeping the lights, the shadows sharp. Of course, I'm pretty sure there are soft shadows in old software, but I prefer to keep them sharp. So keep radius to 0. Now, materials. You're gonna need my thing for this, so get rid of this and find my old CGI setup wherever it is. Usually in this where my files. Now use this and just go to that and then node tree and just select all of this. Now go to groups, non-principal BFCF, and there we go. I don't notice a difference, but if you subdivide it and smooth it, you can tell that's like a fog like specular. Now next, if you want brighter shadows, if you actually want to see what's in the shadows, add a light point. Now what you want to do, turn off normalize, soft fall off, cast shadow and multiple importance, and just set the radius to a ridiculous amount. Alright, just a ridiculous amount. And then you can turn this down, and there we go. To have less, artifacts like this, you want to go to select the point thing, look in visibility, and turn off glossy. And now you have less artifacts, which is very convenient. Now if you want the renders to look more, just a bit more retro, I personally go to color management, set view to standard, and set look to medium contrast, and exposure to 1. Now you're gonna have to adjust the light a bit since, yeah, there we go. Now I personally think this looks a bit more retro, and if you want the background color to be more accurate to its actual color, set to, or actually 0.6. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Goodbye. I hope you like my tutorial.